General Amir Avivi, all eyes on the world are looking at what happened with the chemical attack on Iran. Do you think Israel's behind this?
Might be. I mean, this attack was on fuel for ballistic rockets. So it makes sense that this is a planned attack and not an accident.
Negotiations are about to begin again. Do you feel that President Trump is going to cut a deal? What is the forecast at the moment?
Well, it depends on the Iranians. If they understand that a military strike on them is imminent and their only choice is to agree to dismantle the nuclear sites, then we might see a diplomatic solution. But realistically speaking, I don't trust the Iranians. I think they're going to try to play around to fool the administration. I can tell you that we in IDSF, we did a research this week on comments from the Iranian regime and media, formal media of the regime. They're laughing at the US. They think they're having the upper hand. And the question is, a big question historically, is President Trump going to be a Churchill or a Chamberlain? He needs to choose. And the right thing to do is be strong, resolute, don't let the Iranians fool you. And if they don't really go and dismantle completely the sites, then there is one option, an attack on the nuclear sites.
There seems to be word games going back and forth between President Trump and Prime Minister Netanyahu. 1 minute they're on agreement, 1 minute they're not. What do you feel is going on behind the scenes here?
Well, I think that overall they talk frequently. Israel and the US are overall aligned. But in the US, you always have voices who want to detach from wars, who want to be close and not really proactive on the global stage. And there is a fight inside the administration. And the question is, who will prevail? And I'm really hoping that President Trump, as someone who understands that the US needs to be proactive on the global stage, needs to show its power, will really understand that the only way with the Iranians is to hit them hard and bring down the Shia axis. We have to cut the head of the snake.
What will that look like? I think most people are concerned full-blown war, World War III, you hear everything. Give a sense the day that happens.
So our message to the US is crystal clear. Attacking Iran is not the beginning of a war, it's an end to the war. And this attack, we're not talking about boots on the ground, we're talking about a massive airstrike, just as the US is doing now on the Houthis, just as Israel did before in Iran, but a much bigger attack. And I think that the stronger this attack will be, the more decisive, it will actually stop the war and not open a new war. The Iranians don't really have the capabilities to retaliate dramatically. They might shoot a few ballistic missiles, but at the end of the day, if they see the US in full power standing, they will, I don't think they will really challenge the US fully. They talk a lot, but once this will happen, they will be in a serious problem, and will solve a problem for the future for the whole globe. And nuclear Iran is a danger. It's an existential danger not only to Israel, to the whole Western world.
Let's just move a moment back to the war between Israel and Gaza.
There are still 59 hostages. Many of them are not alive anymore.
Israel's going in and they're trying to really muzzle the Hamas terrorist organization. Do you think that Israel has a chance to accomplish both at the same time, to be able to get the hostages out as well as with their objective of taking out Hamas?
Israel set very clear goals of war: to eradicate Hamas as a governmental and military entity, to bring back all the remaining hostages, 59 hostages, and to create a reality that never again there will be a terror army in the Gaza Strip. We can reach all the goals of war. We sometimes prioritize at a certain moment a certain goal. Israel is now prioritizing trying to get a hostage deal and trying to get out of Gaza as many hostages before we launch a full-scale attack into Gaza. If we manage to do that, that's amazing. If not, Israel will have to launch a full-scale attack on the Gaza Strip, and even then, it will take in account the hostages and probably will surround Hamas with the hostages in a small area in Gaza after conquering and destroying all of Hamas. And then we'll have this deal on different terms, with Hamas destroyed surrounded, game over, and the only option they will have is getting alive through the Sinai Peninsula by giving us the hostages back. So I don't think these goals are contradictory. We need to reach all of them.
Last question has to do with the morale of the army, something that's near and dear to you. Long war, not enough people, not enough reserves. What's the backup?
So I think overall the morale is high, and I think that when the soldiers will see that the army and the government are serious and they are sent to win decisively, the morale will be very, very high. What the soldiers don't like is when they feel that time is being wasted, that they are endangering their lives, not for a worthy cause. They want to know that when they will be sent again, they will be sent to win this war.